Wow, wow, wow. What an amazing moment we've had together learning Microsoft Excel free add-ins that increases our productivity in the office. Now, next, we are going to take the last part of the 6 Microsoft Excel add-ins, and we're going to look at this particular 6 Microsoft Excel add-ins, and we will conclude the session. So, join me in the class as we take this amazing moment. See you in the class. Okay, welcome back to the class. Now, in this particular session, we are concluding the 6 other Excel add-ins that we have. So we're going to look at the QR Office, the Draw IO, the Bing Map. We're also going to look at Swap Case. We are going to look at Duplicate Remover, and then we are also going to look at the People's Graph. Okay, so these are the 6 orders that we are going to look. So let's start with the QR code. So usually what you do is if you in the first class, the part 1 of this class, we have gone through how to install the add-ins. You have to go through the home tab, and then on the home tab you will get the add-ins, or you search for the particular add-in. So in this case, you search for QR code, and then you click to add, and then once you do that, you will have it included in the QR code that you have in your My Add-ins. So all you just need to do is click on it, and then it's going to give you a pane where you can do all that you want to do. So the QR code creates a code for you in Excel, just like the normal QR that you can use to open a site. So if you want to attach a QR to a document, so that if they want to sign in or sign up to a particular thing from the Excel environment, you can easily do that. So what you do is, on the right side, you see where you have enter the URL or text you like to encode. So so I will just put my website there. So leadvisionconcepts.com.ng. So you already have the HTTP on this side, and you can always change it to which one do you have, and you can also create a QR code for your mail. Okay, you can create a QR code that can take you directly to send a mail to a particular person. So I'm going to deal with the HTTPS for the leadvisionconcept.ng. The color is black, the background, so you can change the color if you like. You can change your QR code, but I'll just maintain black. And then you can take the background. The background is white. You can change the background, and then this is the size of your QR code, So you can do some other settings like the medium size and other things. Okay, you can change the size of the QR code to become bigger, or the error correction level. So all you just need to do after that is to insert. So when you insert, the QR code will be there. So if you're trying to get into the website, if you scan this now on your system using your QR scanner, it's going to take you straight to my website. So it's an amazing thing. You can also use it to create a mail to option where you can mail to someone. Now, the next one is called the Draw IO. Draw IO is actually It's actually a diagram illustrator site. So you have the IO. If you are trying to browse on the internet for that site, you are going to have diagrams.net. So and that's the way you can search, or app.rdiagram.net. Okay, so usually you need to sign up, go to the diagram.net, create an account for yourself and all those stuff. Then once all those process has been done, creating the account and all those stuff, you create from that environment, you create an image. So let me just show you what I mean. So now, if you look at this environment, this is the diagram.net site for the IO. So like I said, you just go to the site, and then so you can start, you can create an account or thereabout. So now in this place, you can create a diagram like I have done. I've created a diagram. So you will create your diagram to show the type of diagram you want, and then the diagram will be within your account. Okay, so like what I have here is within my account. So you can have diagram for flowcharts, for software design, for you can have different. So if you do a new, you can have, let's say you are looking at smart template. So you can use this smart template to indicate the kind of diagram, graph, requirement diagram, flow chart. So let's say you select flow chart, you can type the name of the diagram. So like for instance, you can say process of hiring employee. Okay, so and you want to have a flow chart that will give you a process. So you can say generate, and that will create that. So that's a flow chart. Or you can say you want it in form of diagram. You want it in form of let's see journey. Okay, so it's a journey, and then you can see the way it appears. So it depends on what you're trying to do. You have pie, you have Gantt, you have state diagram, you have sequence diagram. So you can do that, and then of course generate. And then when you are done and you have done what you want to do, then you click create. Then you give it a name. You give your diagram a name. You click save. But when you are saving, you save into OneDrive or Google Drive or GitHub Lab and every other sources. So I have Google Drive and I have OneDrive. So once you have done your saving into those drives, definitely what you need to do is now go to Excel, and you are now trying to use that diagram that you have created in Excel. So what you're going to do is you go to add-ins, and then you go to draw IO. So for draw IO, once it appears on the right side, then you will now pick from where. Are you picking from OneDrive? So in this case, I'll be picking from, you can create your OneDrive and connect here if you have not done it before. But I'm just going to pick because I have done that before. So I will look for the file. So let's say production process is what I want, and then I can click insert, and then I'm going to have this diagram showing production process. So I can use it to illustrate production process for an organization or for whatever I'm trying to do. Start the production, get raw material, process raw material, assemble. So this is a decision flow chart. So for technical task, for engineering and other things, it's always good that you create a diagram for your decision making process. All right. Then so you can always have that in Excel. The next one is the Bing map. Bing map. Now the Bing map, okay, will help you to locate the position of your data on the map. So what it does is helps to locate the position of your data, and then of course will draw a kind of a chart or a pie chart, a small pie chart, just to illustrate your data, compare the data on the map, directly on the map. So what do you need to do? You go to the add-ins. So the first thing you need to do, of course, is to install it because you don't have it yet. But if you have it, then you will see it among the list of your add-ins. So you click Bing Map, and then the map appears here. So the map will be asking you say, welcome to Bing Maps, select your location from the column. So usually it might help you insert the sample data. So if you don't have a data like this, you can just insert a sample data. So if you do this, hold on, let me just, okay, so there's something about these things, these add-ins, you cannot, you cannot undo. So whenever you do, whatever you do, you cannot undo. So you can only go to the add-in and delete it. So now, if I create this, I didn't want to select that data. So if I say insert, it will put data behind. So as you can see, so I can use this to now do the chart. Okay. But if I want to use my data, so you can see it's saying invalid data. So I'll just I'll ignore that. So I'll select my data that has the states, the revenue, and the expense. Then I will come to this show location. I'll click on it. So when I click on it, you'll see that the location of my data is showing on the map. You can see that. You can see North America. You can see the other side. You can see them. So every location of whatever place that your map is coming from, the data sample will be showing there, just to indicate that you have something around North America, South America, Africa, West Africa particularly, and see the major parts of the West Africa are populated. As you can see, Cameroon, Liberia, Guinea-Bissau, and others. These are so that's Bing Map to create an illustration for your data on a map. Okay. And if you want to delete the Bing data, you go to the top, click on the map. So these things here, you click this arrow that comes up, and then you can see delete. So you just click delete. And off it goes. The next add-in is swap case. So the swap case, now one of the challenges that we have in Excel is the fact that if you want to create cases, change case, unlike what you have in Microsoft Word, where you can just go and click the home button, and then you will see the change case option somewhere around here. But you can't do that in Excel. To change case in Excel, the usual thing is to type a function. For instance, if you want to change to uppercase, you type equals upper, you will select your data, and then you press enter, and then you have it in uppercase. If you're trying to do it for small letter, you do equals lower, and then you have the lowercase. And if you're trying to do it for the first letter, you have to say equals proper, and then you select the character, and then it will give you the first letter capitalized. So but this is a long process. With the add-ins, you don't need to do that, because even when you are doing the function, it means you have to open a new column and then create your function and then drag down and then use it to replace what you have there before. But in this case, you don't have to do that again. With the swap case, you just come to your add-ins, and then you will see swap case. But the only thing about this swap case is that It's for now it provides you with only two. It provides you with uppercase or lowercase. So the other one is not included. Okay. So you highlight your range, and if you are changing to uppercase, you click this, you see that it has changed. If you are changing to lowercase, you click this, you see that everything has changed to lowercase. So I can't undo what I have done. I can only close that. Now, so that's the swap case. It can help you to, to change case. The next add-ins is the duplicate remover. Duplicate remover. Now, of course, there is a duplicate removal option in Excel. Under the data tab, you will see remove duplicate option, where you can easily remove duplicate. But this particular one has an extensive utility that goes beyond just what the other one does. So that's why it's quite useful. So if you go to the home tab, you can select and pick the duplicate remover. So once you click that duplicate remover, it will appear on this side. So you can select which column. If you indicate that it has header, then you will see that it will specify which particular column are you dealing with. And you can auto select, you can select your range, you can select key columns to remove. Then when you say next, so this is where it gets interesting. You can say find duplicates, exclude the first instance. You can say duplicate plus the first occurrence. You can say unique, find only unique ones only. You can also say remove, find duplicate but unique plus the first occurrence. You can match case, you can skip empty cells. So you can see that it has a lot of options. So if I select the first option, yeah, and then it will say, okay, choose what to do. Do you want to delete the rows of the duplicates that you have found, or you want to clear the values, or you want to fill it with color? So you see that instead of, because sometimes I have questions where some people say, okay, what if I don't want to remove the duplicate? What if I just want to fill it with color? So that can be, or add a status, or copy to another location. Maybe I want to copy the duplicate to another location, or even move it to another location. And then I can say back up my data. So if I click back up my data, it will create an additional worksheet where the data will be backed up to, the original data will be backed up to. And then if I click finish here, you'll see that it says no duplicate value, because if you go through this, I'm not sure there's any form of duplicate. So that is why we have no duplicate value found. But let's say this is Guinea. Let's say this is Guinea, and then we select, and then we said new search. We have indicated that our data has header and then the column, and then we click next, and then we say remove duplicate, and then we click next. It says you fill it with column, and then we click finish. So you will see that this time Guinea is now being underlined. So but if I chose to delete it, then it will have deleted this duplicate data away from the set of data. So it's the first instance is taken as valid. The repeated one is seen as duplicate. Okay. The next one is called the people graph. So the people graph is actually a Microsoft product that illustrates your data in form of a people count. So it uses people count method. So if you go to your add-ins and you look for people graph, so you can see what we have here is a sample. So if I pick my data If I pick my data, I can come to here and say select your data. So when it says select data, I will just pick this data. Okay, then I'll create. So Seattle is 70, Berlin is 85. So that's what you have. So this illustrates 77 people, each representing 10. So you can also expand downwards to cover others. So this is the people graph, and you can indicate what is the title. You can say revenue estimates or something like that. So that would be shown here. So you can use this as part of your analysis tool, just to analyze your data using a kind of a people symbol to analyze the data. So far we have seen the last 6 Excel add-ins. So we have seen the QR Office, the Draw.io. We have also seen Bing Map, Swap Case, Duplicate Remover, and People Graph. All right, so it's been very wonderful session. So thanks for watching. See you at another time. Bye for now.